So in this soil are billions of lives. We have microbes that are in the soil, and the plant builds a relationship with these microbes. So I'd like to tell you kind of how the system falls into place. The soil food web is made up of an incredible diversity of organisms. They range in size from the tiniest one-celled bacteria, algae, fungi, and protozoa to the more complex nematodes and microarthropods to the visible earthworms, insects, small vertebrates, and plants. As these organisms eat, grow, and move through the soil, they make it possible to have clean air, water, healthy plants, and they moderate water flow. So let's take a close look at what happens in the soil food web. So the plants take in sunlight and secrete carbohydrates and proteins, some of which are then excreted through the roots and into the rhizosphere. So that's the area right around the roots. Bacteria and fungi are attracted to the roots to consume the excrements and sloughed off cells from the roots. The bacteria and fungi are eaten by the protozoa and the nematodes, and the nutrients that the protozoa and nematodes don't need are released as nutrients for the plants in the rhizosphere. Protozoa and nematodes are eaten by arthropods, and arthropods are the insects that have segmented bodies, such as spiders, moths, flies, grasshoppers, butterflies, bees, ants, beetles, and more. So the arthropods are eaten by snakes, toads, birds, and other animals. Earthworms that live in the soil eat bacteria, fungi, protozoas, and nematodes. So if you have a healthy worm population, then you have a healthy soil food web. So all dead plants, animals, and bugs are eaten by the bacteria and the fungi and add nutrients to the soil. Animal dung is consumed by the bacteria and the fungi and also adds nutrients back to the soil. So all of the eating and decomposing has byproducts of nutrients that feed the plants, and the soil food web is a delicate structure. If one player is removed from the game, then the food web can be disrupted and not work. So the soil food web is critical to what's going on in our garden. Now, if you want some heavy-duty reading, try this book, Teeming with Microbes. This is by Jeff Lowenfeld and Wayne Lewis. And this describes everything in nitty-gritty detail, and it has microscope pictures so you can actually see the fungi and the protozoas, and it's an incredible book. A little bit of a heavy read. You'll just have to go through it slowly. But anyhow, if you want more details, here it is. Oh my gosh, it's a great book. Okay, so now that we know that we have this living soil food web down here, what are its purposes? So one of the things that the soil food web does is it'll take the nutrients from decomposing plant materials, compost, even some of the rocks and stuff. It breaks all that down so that the plants, it makes it plant available, so the plants can absorb the nutrients. So the microbes are critical to the plants being able to absorb all the nutrients that they need. When the plants can absorb all the nutrients that they need, then the nutrients are available to us. So here's the game. We have the soil microbes, we have the plants. Microbes feed the plants feed us. And if you disrupt any of this chain, we are not getting the nutrients we need. And that's one of the things that's wrong with farming in America today, is this chain has been